Jess already has one silver medal in shot put, secured at the World Games in 2007. She competed in the Beijing Paralympics in 2008, but didn't throw at her best.
So close.
Her immediate goal? The Commonwealth Games in India in October.
I see me getting on the podium and winning a medal.
What colour?
Gold. Gold would be really good, yeah.
Well, I mean, we went to New Zealand Champs in March and we really didn't peak for New Zealand Champs because our main focus was to qualify for the Commonwealth Games, which we'd done, and then qualify for World Champs, which we had done as well. But she threw a massive PB in the middle of a strength phase. So it's shaping up very well. And more importantly, we've got 9 weeks before Commonwealth Games, but we're getting consistent results. Much better. Okay, good. So that's the key for me, is 1, her strength's up, 2, her throws are consistently of a better standard, and she's much stronger and fitter. You're here, so you can keep going right through. Nice and
If Raylene is the secret behind these Paralympic athletes, then behind Raylene is husband Craig. He's here at every weekend session as Raylene's unofficial assistant.
Head tucked in, nice and smooth off the back.
For 25 years or 6 years, I've been down there bringing back implements and helping out, and then the kids come along, and Raylene was still competing herself when she had them. And then when we had kids, and then so they've been dragged along to the track, and all their 18 and 15 years as well.
Okay,
Raylene uses all the resources she can all the time, and obviously the best free resources are a family.
And then I normally have
one from here
to there.
I couldn't do it if I didn't have Craig. He's really the rock, and he's always there setting up frames or just being, I call him my gopher. Tell me what happened.
Paralympics New Zealand is impressed with the massive development of the young athletes under Raylene's wing.
Okay. Keep it nice and tucked in, movement from here. Well, what we're trying to do is get one smooth movement. So rather than it being quite disjointed, so she might sort of drive, stop, then finish sort of here, we're trying to get a nice smooth movement from the very back and end up where she's chasing the shot put right out. So she's hanging onto that pole and leaning way over the front, because basically the difference could be 10 or 15 centimetres, which could be a medal. Pick up from where we were the other day. Pick up from our last training session. Okay. Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feet, fast,
Finish. Yeah, feet fast, finish. One smooth movement right from the back and extending right out to here. You see your way out. It's an environment thing, plus it's a coach thing. So, yeah, and as I say, me being there every session and saying, no, not quite right, or, So, I mean, we've done really well up until now, but this is just a little bit extra, I think. Yeah. And she's worked really hard this week, so she should be really tired. Head back, eyes back, head back. Tucked in. The last 6-8 months, we've worked really hard on her strength. We've done a lot of changes to her technique as well, and her set up with her frame. And now we're pulling everything together.
The things I'm trying to focus on is getting all the drive out of my legs. From all the gym work I've been doing, putting that into my throw.
Good girl.
She knows what to say to make me do my technique better, like just simple words, 2 words, and that's really good. Because some coaches can get carried away saying all this stuff, it's not making any difference. But Raylene, she seems to know how much to say.
She knows what I think my goals are, and she believes in me, and she certainly she reminds me of that at times. If I've been struggling, is just keep believing you'll be right, and yeah, I think she really believes in what I'm trying to achieve.
Left foot can come down, boom.
Raylene first coached an athlete with a disability 20 years ago. She's now the head Paralympic coach of athletics. She was manager of New Zealand's track and field team at the Beijing Paralympics. She was also track and field manager for the Olympic team.
Nice. Like it.
Raylene's employed full-time as South Island Business Manager for New Zealand Academy of Sport. She's so busy that most of her coaching is done in her own time.
So my typical day starts early and it finishes very late. Coaching works in between. I coach at lunchtimes and then I coach again after work, generally, most days, 6 days a week generally. So it's a bit of a balancing act, but this is what pays the bill. And to be fair, I love my job.
In Dunedin, that's certainly one of the main reasons that I moved here was for the academy and for the coaching of Raylene and the sort of environment that she's set up with a high-performance throwing environment. Apart, and really want to think about driving through the legs. So it's just a small squat. Thrust upwards.
Roy leads an equally full life. Outside of training, he's working part-time as a personal trainer. That's when he's not at university. He's studying 3 papers towards a science degree. Full on.
How are you balancing the studies?
It's just been well organised, and it was an area that I struggled with in the first semester, and I sort of kept it to myself. But I ended up speaking to Raylene and a few people down at the academy, and Raylene helped me out, basically just sitting down with them, going through exactly what I need to fit into each day, and it's become just sort of a logical sequence, I guess, now that's really helpful. Okay, let's see if we can get 2 or 3 out, Kale. I can give you a spot too. Good, Kale. Get that chin up over the bar. 2. Nice. Yeah, I'm loving it. It's good having things to do every part of the day, you know. It sort of can be a bit wasteful of time previously, so now it's quite good being really productive in all areas of my life, so it's great. Good. Nice. Good work, bro. Cheers, bro.
Oh, you should be a massage therapist.
Loosening up.
Can you feel that in your hand?
Just whole arm is really loosening up. That's great.
Jess is developing her own business as a massage therapist. It gives her income while she studies tourism. That's on top of 20 hours of sports training a week.
So, I mean, tell us, how did you get into this? Why do you want to be a therapist?
Well, because I play sports and do athletics, I was receiving lots of massage through just recovery from training for myself. And after a while, you know, I saw the effects of it. So I decided to do that at Polytech. Yeah.
So does it help having that experience from being an athlete?
Yeah, a lot.
How do you juggle that? I mean, not just the time, but do you get tired doing what you're doing?
Yes, I do, yeah. I just have to be sensible about how much massage I do. I make training, my top priority, and then have a rest and make sure I'm all, ready to do a massage. It feels like it's, yeah. But, I think we're done for the day.
Really?
Yeah.
Time flies.
Check your tyres, your bike. Right. So where are we going to go?
Well, we'll go down the Sylvie, down towards, down the Torrent.
And then there's Raylene. Working a 60 to 70 hour week doesn't leave a lot of downtime. There's also 2 sons to factor into the mix. Outside of work, she likes nothing more than a good dose of exercise herself.
If I don't exercise, I just, I get quite stressed, and which is why we do a lot of exercise as a family. It's something we've always done right from the time that the children have been really young. We've tried to, I suppose the old saying, you play together, you stay together. Craig's really great because he knows when I'm under stress, and he'll just come down to work, right, we're going, and that's all there is to it. And some days he really knows when I'm under stress because the old bike's going a bit faster than it normally is. Nice and strong, nice and fast.
No matter where she is and what she's doing, rounding out people and motivating them in one way or another.
The movement just keeps going forward because you just keep running.
We have lots of laughs together. She's a busy woman, but she always makes time to make sure everything's going all right for me, and she's there if I need her.
It is probably a very unique squad. They are a big family, they are extended family, and some coaches would say that that's the wrong way for that to be, but that's just the way I am.
She does it all willingly, but with a clear goal.
We want a medal.
We'll keep you up to date with the progress of all the athletes. They've got the World Champs next year in New Zealand and the London Paralympics 2012.